Hey guys, it's Lisa, and today I thought I would do a what's in my caboodle, aka what is in my travel makeup bag. I have used a caboodle since I was in my 20s, and I cannot quit it. I keep buying other hanging makeup cases, pretty makeup cases, and I always come back to this. So I thought today I would tell you why and tell you some of the things that I pack in here because I never have broken makeup. I mean, I don't think I've ever had a broken eye palette or anything, and I check all my luggage. And so I thought I would go through it, and they have come out with so many pretty caboodles these days. So this is mine, and I usually take pictures of what's in my caboodle when I go out of town. You know, I pretty much knew what was going to be in here, but it was fun looking back at some of the pictures from just the last few years and seeing different things that have changed and different things that have stayed the same. So let's get started with one of my favorites, the City Beauty San Diego. This is just one of my all-time favorite glosses. I have it on today, and they want me to tell you guys about their Cyber Monday sale. I always love telling you about their sales because they have good ones and you need to stock up because they do run out of things every so often. And I never ever want to be without San Diego and Clear. I cannot tell you how many of these I have gone through. And if I ever forget this when I go out of town, I suffer. I think when I went to New Mexico, I may have forgotten this and I had to use my Buxom at night, and in the morning it's not the same. This is just their clear, and it's plumping, but it's not stingy, burning plumping. I don't even notice it, to be honest with you. I just notice when I wake up in the morning, my lips are conditioned. You guys see me regularly. You see that I never have chapped lips. And let me give you the details here. The sale dates are 11/22 to 11/27. This is their early Cyber Monday sale. No coupon code is needed. Everything on the website is 40% off. So now is the time to stock up on your glosses. These are my favorites, but people love like Tokyo Nude and that new, I believe it was Spice Cider. That was really pretty. This just happens to be my favorite because you know I'm a pinky peach girl. Let me swatch this one for you. It's actually like pink with a golden pearl. It's beautiful. Very voluptuous, very smooth. I love the pearliness of it. It's one of a kind. Another one of my favorite products is the Sculpting Cream. For years, I used that underneath my Estee Lauder Double Wear. So if you're someone with dry skin or even just dry in the winter, or if you use Estee Lauder Double Wear and you need something to keep it from being a little too drying, then that is such a good thing to use. It's very similar to Bobbi Brown Face Base or the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, but you can get it for 40% off. So where do we start here? I'm a little overwhelmed because when I was looking back at the pictures, you know, some things do change. So I'm not really going to go in order. I'm just going to kind of unpack my caboodle with you. Living proof. This is something I love to take with me because if I can't wash my hair every night, I can use this and zhuzh up my hair. Now, my mom just came over, and when I was walking her out to the car, it was so windy outside. I'm a little wind blown, but that's okay. So that's something that I love to take with me. I don't normally have that in my caboodle, but I just want to tell you about it because it's so good. Setting spray. I love the Professional. I did really like the Morphe setting spray, and you can get that in travel, but I really like the Professional. This is my latest favorite. I always take hair clips because I twist my hair and put it up when I wash my face, so I usually have hair clips in there. These are my favorites, and they're from Dry Bar. Pair of scissors because I typically take a pair of lashes with me, typically the ones that I have on, but I always take an extra pair of lashes and my scissors. And then you also need scissors for other things like cutting off tags. I've just learned you need a pair of scissors in your caboodle. Primers do change a little bit, and I was trying to think of what primers I've been using lately. I'm out of my Sicily Double Tenseur. That is a good primer. It's skincare and a primer, and it's a little bit moisturizing. It's the Chanel La Base Perfecting Makeup Primer, mattifying and moisturizing. which I know sounds counterintuitive, but I like it. And it has that same scent as the Chanel body or the Chanel water, my fragrance spray. Oh, it smells so good. I really like this. So like this is what I have on today, but I do love the Milk makeup. A lot of times when I'm traveling, I'm thinking, okay, when I'm home, I don't care if my makeup lasts all day. I'm not going to be going out that night. I'm probably not going to be going to dinner. So it's not that big of a deal unless I'm filming all day, which does happen. But when I'm out of town, a lot of times I'm going, and then I'm going somewhere that night, and I'm not someone who takes off my makeup and then, you know, totally redoes it at night. I like to just, you know, spruce it up some. So these really help. But this is one that I do like if you're someone who wants a radiant primer, is this Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer. I like this. I like it a lot. I've almost used a whole bottle. Okay, foundation. That's something that just varies, you know, according to what season it is, whatever vibe I'm going for. Well, I can't say that because I'm usually always going for glam or daytime glam. I'm always looking for medium to full coverage, something that lasts a long time, but depending on my skin tone and everything. But lately, it has just been nothing but this Hourglass Ambient, and my favorite shade is 8. I feel like I've talked about that a lot, so I'll leave that there. So up in the top, I usually have my concealers and stuff like that. I have been loving this, the Natasha Denona High Glam. This is the shade N6. It's neutral. I have it on today. I just really like it. You know, Friday I went back to another old favorite, which was the Charlotte Tilbury. I still like this better. So that's been my latest favorite. And then for powders, I don't take more than one. I'll pick one. Givenchy Rose. This is a good go-to because this is pink and brightening. I don't have it on today. Today I have on the Milk, and this is the Pore Eclipse Translucent, and I do set underneath my eyes. But I think when they say Pore Eclipse, they mean that it's so fine that it gives a smoothing effect, and it really does. And then I also like the Rhodial Glass Powder. I would say 1, 2, 3 for Rhodial, just because I love these so much, but Rhodial is really good too. Powders. My latest favorite has been this Sicily powder. You can tell it's getting worn down a little bit. It literally has no dust up when you use a brush on it. I don't know if that's part of the blurring effect. I don't know if it's like a creamy powder, but I just ordered the lighter one to try because I'm having to use this as almost like a sculpting powder now that I'm getting a little bit more pale, but I love it, love it. So this is something new, but that's something I would definitely take. Bronzers. Always Hoola is such a good bronzer. It's just so good. And I have used this for so many years. This is that little one that they sent me, but I really like this. And this is also a great contour. It's a great eyeshadow. It is just a must-have. My latest go-tos have been Tarte Park Avenue Princess. I just had to buy a new one recently. I'd hit pan, and you can see I've already put a good dent in this one. And then I love my Anastasia Rosewood. There is something about this bronzer that is so yummy. It just gives you supermodel, yummy contour. Just, I don't know, there's just something about it. I love it. So that is a winning combination. I would say these two, but if you're afraid of the shimmer, then go for something more like this. Highlight, my just go-tos no matter what. And now I do like other highlights, but when I'm thinking of traveling and what I take with me the most, it would be this one from Laura Mercier, the Rose Glow. I've just really, really enjoyed that one. And this one, an oldie but a goodie. Oh my gosh, I have this one on today. This is my Matte Highlight 01. I'll swatch these so you can see what I'm going for. So that's the Matte Highlight 01, and this is the Rose Glow. The Rose Glow is going to give you a little bit more of a skin tone, whereas the Matte Highlight is maybe a little bit more of a white tone, but they're both so good. So beautiful. I love this one. This one has been with me for a while, and so is this one, honestly. I take the things with me that make me feel my best and are dependable. I always take 2 sponges, and I usually will take new ones so that if I don't get a chance to wash them, it's okay. I always take a slanted one for foundation and one like this for blending out my concealer and applying the powder. These are those pawpaw ones from Amazon, and they're still wet from me using them this morning, but I love these. They're so good. They're affordable, so if you're not into washing them, you don't feel as guilty about throwing them out. Another one always is going to be Buxom Celeste. Buxom Celeste lives everywhere in my life. It's different than San Diego. Okay, San Diego gives you full-on color. Buxom Celeste is like I say, when you're cooking, like vanilla. It's something you put in a lip combo that makes it better. But I don't like wearing this on its own. Everywhere I go, I have a Buxom Celeste. So now we're going to go into blushes. And I was trying to think, like, what blush do I take with me the most? And I don't have one that stands out as much as I know I love this one. I don't talk about it probably as much as I should because I'm always feeling like it's discontinued because you can't find it on the websites, but I think the actual Tarte website might have it on there, but it's Glisten. And here again, it's my usual color that I love, which is a peachy pink color with a little bit of gold sheen. That's what I'm wearing today. When I put on blush, I like something to make my cheeks look more full, more vibrant. I'm not looking for like a big pop of color. So that works for me there. I always come back to this Dior Rosy Glow, the original pink one. This would be good if you don't want any shimmer, and it is really pretty. It's the same thing. It just gives you that glow. I mean, I could easily put Tarte Exposed would be another good go-to that would go with any outfit, any makeup, and last for a long time. Or MAC Melba, MAC Warm Soul. That is another one. MAC Warm Soul with Glisten layered on top of it is gorgeous. And then eyeshadows. I was thinking just like, I don't know what palette I took with me last time I went. I don't know, I'm thinking I took this one. Sometimes I'll take another one, but I seem to always take this one. And I talk about it all the time. It's the Rodin palette from M Cosmetics. It's just one of those that's never going to let me down. For daytime, I can just use this, or I can just use this. And then for nighttime, I can put a little bit of this or this. This is good for the lid. It's just one of those that always works. And I love it. Lately, oh my gosh, I have been back into and loving my MAC shadows. And this Omega, I could wear this every day. You know, along with Urban Decay Naked Basics 2. That would be a good everyday. And when I was looking at the photos of my Caboodle adventures, I noticed one time I took this, and it's the Vive palette. And this is an amazing palette. It's beautiful. Like, this color is very unique. It's very similar to MAC Uninterrupted, or Bobbi Brown has a color that's kind of like this. Is it caramel maybe? And the Natasha Denona Camel palette. So if you like those yellowy tan tones, you would like this, but just a beautiful palette. That color is just spectacular. It really is. It's that brown color with a little bit of purple. So this is a good palette. So I thought I would just mention it. Entering the top compartment, there's certain things in here I just keep. Of course, I'm always going to have Q-tips in here. I'm always going to have my Glide toothpicks. I'm going to have these. Here's another pair of scissors. I always have my extra contacts in here in case I forget them. I have my hair clips in here. These two I use for this when I'm putting on my makeup. And I also really love my Harry Josh, the ones that are bigger and wider. A lot of times I'll take those because I like those at night to keep my hair calm. So I always have hair bands that I keep in here. I've just started doing this where I just bring the little small fragrances because it's just easier. This lives in here. It's my Lancome Ideal Lip Liner. I have a sharpener, tweezers for putting my eyelashes on. That kind of lives in the top shelf. And then let's go down to the next shelf. I'm just going to take everything out. Never, ever, ever do I go anywhere without my lip combination that I did with Christian Audette. I could wear this every day for the rest of my life, honestly. Golden Hour is a pinky nude with the gold shimmer in it. And then This, to me, is my favorite lip liner of all times, and it's Paradise. So there it is, but when I put it on and I wear it, it ends up being its own very unique color, and I love it. I always hate to talk about it too much, but honestly, it's so good. Okay, so I always take that no matter what, and it's in my purse. This one too, Lolita. This is what I have on today. Now, the good thing about San Diego is it can go with so many different lip liners. If you want it to be more brown, then put it with your Maybelline Totally Toffee. If you want it to be more pink, put it with, you know, a rosy tone. But this one, Lolita, and I think it's called something different now. They changed the name. And this is just a great everyday, my lips but better, so much better than Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk liner. And this is what I have on today. I love it. I feel like everybody needs this lip liner. Usually every time I take Lolita, my lip combo, San Diego, my clear for night and in the morning, and Celeste in case I want to zhuzh up a lip combo. You know what? Sometimes I use Celeste to help out this one, the Anastasia Tease. I love this lipstick. It's not even matte. Sometimes it like just needs some juice. And so when I put a little bit of the Buxom Celeste on it, just a little bit, see how it brings it to life? That's why you need Buxom Celeste. Brows. My two go-tos, I would be okay forever with Anastasia Taupe and Dior Blonde. Now, when I'm at home, I like to experiment with this or that. But like when you're going somewhere and you need something to be good no matter what, I like these two. Both of them have the brush, and I'm into this kind of tip. Let's compare the colors. Okay, so this one is the blonde and that one is the taupe. So you can see that the color is very similar. I will say the Dior goes on a little bit better, and it has this snazzy little Kabuki brush on the end that really gets in there really good. And you can see I probably got in there too good today, but I love it. I love it. Just telling you about it, I'm thinking in my head, I need to go ahead and order a backup. Liners may come and liners may go, which matter of fact, what would typically be in here too would be the Anastasia Jet Cream Liner with the Sigma eyeliner brush. That is my go-to black eyeliner. This is funny. My go-to brown eyeliner is what I have on today. So I do the wing with the brown, but I still need the black to darken up right by my lashes and give me a spot for my false lashes to sit on. Otherwise, they show too much. So these are my go-to. Do I love Tom Ford? Do I love Stila? Valentino? I love all of those. But if you said, you have to pick one liquid liner for the rest of your life, if I had to pick one, it would be the Benefit, for sure. Brow gel, my latest favorite, has just been this Too Faced brow laminate. It's a little ugly because when you do your brows, you know, you get like some of the brow color and a little bit of foundation and powder in here. The Wayne Goss Tiger's Eye is probably my go-to. I've got it on today, my lower waterline liner. You see something there, but you don't notice something there. That's what I like. If I didn't get this, it would be Urban Decay Bourbon. My latest favorite lash glue has been the Lily Lashes. This is so good. Best ever. I have tried Ardell Brush On. I've tried Kiss Brush On. Before this, I used Dark Duo, but I just love this. It makes my lashes stick quickly and stay on, comes off, doesn't get my lashes, all of that good stuff. Mascara, you guys. Now, I do love, and I've been using it a lot lately, that Benefit Bad Gal Lash. That is a good one. So if you don't like this, try that one. Does that make sense? Because if you like this, you'll like that one. But that one maybe gives you a little bit more length and not as much thickness at the root, whereas this one gives you a little bit more thickness at the roots, but maybe not as much length at the ends. But I love this. This is another one. It's like I need to just buy backups forever just in case they get rid of it. But I think because I have small, deep set eyes, I need that particular type of wand. And then I was thinking, when I go out of town, I just take like, matter of fact, what I usually do is when I'm doing my makeup that morning, I'm doing it and putting everything in my Caboodle. I also like the way this just sits out like this, you know, so that it's really easy to work out of. I don't ever use that mirror. I always do my makeup in the bathroom, standing up this close to the mirror. But I've always done that, even when I was young. Brushes. This little brush is just, it goes with me everywhere. It's the Morphe Ariel combo. Both of those kits, all of it, are worth it. So good. I mean, I recommend them wholeheartedly. And then I always carry a brush like this because I will do my bronzer, my highlight, and my blush with one brush. So this is Sonia G Soft Cheek Brush, a Japanese brush. I've had this for years now from Beautylish, and I'm telling you, it is just like the perfect brush. This is the new one from BK Beauty, the Nikki LaRose collection. So good. I've been using this ever since I got it, so I just wanted to show you because that is a good collection. I always take with me my own hand towels or whatever. I like this. It's the Stands Out Makeup Remover Cloth. This is the only thing that I can really get totally wet with hot water and it will remove all of my makeup. So I have this with me for that reason. And I've been taking my favorite little muslin cloths. I just like to have my own washcloths. I don't like those big thick ones they have in hotels. I mean, I know that they're nice and everything, but that's just not what I want when I'm washing my face. And it kind of serves double purpose because what I do is, hold on, let me do it. I'm gonna pack this back up here. Okay, so what I do is I take these and I nicely lay them in there like this. And then when you go to close this, it packs everything in there really tight. And then it's, you know, it might move around a little bit, but it seems to hold it. So that is what I take in my Caboodle when I travel. And I would say it's kind of like what my favorites are, my go-to products. So I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget about the City Beauty Cyber Sale going on from the 22nd to the 27th. 40% off the entire website. Stock up on your clear and stock up on your San Diego. And then look at the other colors too. A lot of people like the pink nude. I like those too in the winter times for a good nude lip. But as far as my go-to, use over and over, go through tubes of it, it's going to be clear and San Diego. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you real soon. Bye-bye.